What if you could turn an aggressive encounter into an opportunity for growth? In this video, I will teach you 6 powerful verbal tricks to make an aggressive person feel sorry, using lessons from Stoic philosophy. You might be facing situations where anger and aggression leave you feeling helpless and anxious. I will show you how calmness, reflective listening, and empathy can change everything. But without these skills, aggression can escalate, causing harm and lasting regret. Stay with me, because what you'll learn today can change your life. On building on the idea of turning aggression into an opportunity for growth, the first trick is understanding the power of calm and silence. Picture this: you are in a heated argument, voices are rising, and tempers are flaring. In that moment, you feel a surge of energy, an almost uncontrollable urge to shout back. But what if you didn't? What if, instead, you took a deep breath and embraced silence? Remaining calm and silent can diffuse a tense situation more effectively than any heated response. Silence gives you space to think. It helps the other person realize the weight of their words, making them reconsider their aggression. This approach not only protects your peace, but also paves the way for meaningful, respectful communication. However, staying calm and silent isn't easy. You might find yourself overwhelmed by emotions, feeling a knot in your stomach or your heart racing. In these moments, the challenge is to resist the impulse to react impulsively. It's tough when you're wired to defend yourself, to fight back immediately. Your mind might tell you that silence is weakness, that you need to speak up to be heard. But the truth is, silence can be a powerful statement. To achieve this, start by focusing on your breathing. When you feel anger rising, take slow, deep breaths. Count to 10 if you need to. This simple act can help slow your heart rate and clear your mind. Practice mindfulness exercises regularly to strengthen your ability to stay calm. Remember, silence doesn't mean passivity. It means choosing your response wisely. Failure to embrace calm and silence can lead to escalating conflicts. Aggressive responses often fuel more aggression, creating a cycle of hostility that's hard to break. Relationships can suffer, trust can erode, and you might end up saying things you'll regret. Ultimately, without mastering this skill, you risk damaging not just personal relationships, but also your mental peace. So as you reflect on the power of calm and silence, think about the next time you face aggression. Will you let anger control you? Or will you embrace the quiet strength of silence? If you find value in this lesson, make sure to like and share this video, so others can benefit too. On building on the power of calm and silence, this brings us to the art of reflective listening. Imagine you're in a conversation that's getting heated, and you choose to stay calm and silent. Now, what comes next? Reflective listening. It's not just about hearing words. It's about understanding and empathizing with the speaker. Reflective listening helps you connect with the other person on a deeper level. When someone feels heard, truly heard, their aggression often melts away. It's like holding up a mirror to their words, showing them that you value their feelings and perspectives. This can transform a volatile situation into a productive dialogue. But mastering reflective listening isn't simple. Often, you might find your mind wandering, thinking about what to say next, or even planning your defense. It's hard to stay present and focus solely on the other person's words, especially when emotions are running high. The urge to interject, correct, or argue can be strong, making it difficult to fully engage in listening. To practice reflective listening, start by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and using verbal cues like "I see" or "Gi on." Paraphrase what the other person has said to ensure you've understood correctly. For example, if someone says, "I'm so frustrated with how things are going," you might respond with, It sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed right now. This simple technique can make them feel validated and reduce their aggression. Failure to practice reflective listening can lead to misunderstandings and escalating conflicts. If people don't feel heard, they often become more aggressive, trying harder to get their point across. This can result in a breakdown of communication, leaving both parties feeling frustrated and disconnected. Over time, this can strain relationships and lead to ongoing tension and resentment. So, next time you find yourself in a tense conversation, remember the power of reflective listening. Don't just hear the words, understand the emotions behind them. Reflect back these feelings to show empathy and make the other person feel valued. This can create a bridge of understanding and turn a hostile interaction into a meaningful exchange. What do you think about this approach? Have you tried reflective listening before? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your feedback can help us all learn and grow together. On building on the art of reflective listening, this brings us to another powerful tool: reframing aggression with questions. Imagine you're in a tense situation where someone is angry and confrontational. Instead of responding defensively, you can use questions to shift the focus and uncover the root cause of their aggression. This approach aims to transform a potentially explosive interaction into a constructive conversation. Questions invite the other person to explain their feelings and thoughts, helping to clarify misunderstandings and reduce hostility. By asking the right questions, you can guide the conversation toward a more peaceful resolution. However, reframing aggression with questions can be challenging. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to forget to ask questions and instead react impulsively. You might feel defensive or attacked, making it difficult to remain calm and curious. The instinct to protect yourself can overshadow the intention to understand the other person's perspective. To effectively reframe aggression with questions, start by asking open-ended questions that encourage the other person to elaborate. For instance, if someone says, "You never listen to me," you could respond with, "Can you tell me more about what you're feeling right now?" Or, "What can I do to make you feel heard?" These questions show that you're genuinely interested in understanding their feelings and finding a solution. Failure to reframe aggression with questions can lead to escalating conflicts and deepening resentment. If aggressive behavior is met with defensiveness or counter-aggression, the situation can quickly spiral out of control. Misunderstandings remain unresolved, and both parties may walk away feeling hurt and disconnected. Over time, this can damage relationships and create a toxic environment. By choosing to ask questions instead of reacting defensively, you demonstrate empathy and a willingness to understand. This can diffuse the other person's anger and pave the way for a more productive and harmonious interaction. Remember, the goal is not to win the argument, but to foster understanding and connection. So, next time you face aggression, try to pause and ask a thoughtful question. It might just be the key to transforming the situation and strengthening your relationship. And don't miss the remaining points in this video. The next strategies could be the difference between resolving conflicts peacefully or letting them escalate further. What's your experience with using questions to handle aggression? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. On building on the power of reframing aggression with questions, this brings us to invoking empathy and shared humanity. Picture yourself in a heated argument with someone. Suddenly, instead of focusing on the anger, you shift your attention to what you both have in common. You think about the fact that both of you have felt hurt, scared, and misunderstood at times. This approach aims to remind both parties of their shared experiences and emotions. By invoking empathy, you help the other person see you not as an enemy, but as a fellow human being who has also faced struggles and pain. This can soften their aggression and create a bridge for understanding. However, invoking empathy and shared humanity is not always easy. When emotions run high, it's challenging to step out of your own hurt and see the other person's pain. You might feel too angry or defensive to try and connect with the aggressor on a human level. The walls you've built around your heart to protect yourself can make it difficult to extend an olive branch. To achieve this sense of empathy, start by acknowledging the other person's feelings. You might say, "I can see that you're really upset right now. I've felt that way before too." Expressing that you understand their emotions can soften their stance and make them feel heard. Sharing a personal story of your own struggles can also create a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. Failure to invoke empathy and shared humanity can lead to prolonged conflicts and emotional distance. If you respond to aggression with more aggression or defensiveness, both of you lose sight of the fact that you're not enemies, but rather two people trying to navigate a difficult situation. This can result in broken relationships, lingering resentment, and a cycle of hostility that's hard to break. By choosing to invoke empathy, you not only help to de-escalate the situation, but also pave the way for healing and understanding. You show that beneath the anger and frustration, there is a shared human experience that connects you both. This can be incredibly powerful in transforming a hostile interaction into a moment of connection and growth. Don't miss the remaining points in this video. They could be the key to completely shifting your approach to conflict and improving your relationships. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and share this video with anyone who could benefit from these insights. Your support can help others find the peace and understanding they need. On building on invoking empathy and shared humanity, this brings us to using Stoic wisdom to maintain composure. Imagine yourself caught in a storm of anger and frustration. The winds of harsh words blow around you, but you stand firm, like an ancient tree deeply rooted in the ground. Your calmness in the face of chaos doesn't just happen by chance. It comes from a philosophy that has stood the test of time, Stoicism. The wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca teaches you the power of maintaining inner peace regardless of external circumstances. By embracing Stoic principles, you can keep your cool even when the world around you is in turmoil. This kind of unshakable composure can be a beacon of stability, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. However, staying composed in the heat of the moment is no easy feat. When someone is yelling at you or being aggressively confrontational, your natural instinct might be to fight back or flee. Your heart races and your mind fills with retaliatory thoughts. These reactions are hardwired into you, making it challenging to stay calm. The key to overcoming this lies in practicing Stoic exercises regularly. Remind yourself that you cannot control others' actions, only your own reactions. Meditate on this daily, envisioning scenarios where you maintain calm despite provocations. When the time comes, your mind will be better prepared to handle aggressive encounters without losing composure. Failure to cultivate this Stoic mindset can lead to emotional turmoil and strained relationships. If you let anger and frustration dictate your actions, you risk escalating conflicts and causing harm to both yourself and others. The emotional toll of such encounters can linger, affecting your mental well-being and your ability to manage future situations effectively. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you learn to view challenges as opportunities for growth. You become a calm center in a chaotic world, inspiring others to seek peace within themselves as well. This wisdom isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about transforming your life and the lives of those around you. So, take a deep breath. Embrace the teachings of the Stoics. Let their wisdom guide you to a place of inner tranquility, even in the face of aggression. If this resonates with you, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear these powerful lessons. Your support can help spread peace and understanding far and wide. And so, with the wisdom of the Stoics guiding your every step, you find yourself better equipped to handle aggression. But knowing how to stay composed is only the beginning. Highlighting consequences and responsibility is the next vital piece of the puzzle. Picture a moment when someone is lashing out at you with harsh words. Instead of reacting impulsively, calmly point out the potential consequences of their actions. For example, you might say, "I understand you're upset," but using that tone can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. By doing this, you are gently urging them to think about the impact of their behavior, not just on you, but on themselves and others around them. This approach teaches accountability. It gently reminds the aggressor that their actions have real-world consequences. It's like holding up a mirror and making them see the ripple effects of their aggression. This moment of reflection can be a powerful deterrent, making them reconsider their behavior. But there's a challenge here. In the heat of the moment, it's easy for the aggressor to get defensive. They might not immediately appreciate being reminded of their responsibilities and the consequences. That's where your calm and composed demeanor serves as a cornerstone. Your own serenity can help to lower their defenses and make them more receptive to what you're saying. Failure to highlight these consequences and responsibilities can lead to a cycle of continual aggression. When people aren't reminded of the impact of their actions, they may feel free to keep unleashing their frustrations on others, leading to a toxic environment. Relationships can deteriorate, and the emotional burden can weigh heavily on everyone involved. By consistently and calmly highlighting consequences and urging responsibility, you create a culture of respect and understanding. It becomes a shared effort to maintain a healthy dynamic, where everyone is conscious of their actions and their effects. This not only helps in diffusing immediate tension, but also fosters a more compassionate and thoughtful community in the long run. So, the next time you face an aggressive encounter, remember to calmly point out the consequences and encourage responsibility. It's not about chastising. It's about fostering awareness and accountability. Thank you for watching this video. Your journey towards mastering these verbal tricks and embracing Stoic wisdom is a commendable one. If you found this content helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insights and practical tips on navigating life's challenges. Let's spread the wisdom and create a more peaceful world together.